Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Foxhound coming back again with another video. Today we're going to continue the push, let's put it this way, to unranked mode. So over here, as you notice, I have the Enterprise because we have actually a couple of battles to use with assault carrier. So we are going to abuse that. Total of 15, so I have to make sure to make use of them. Apologies if I have not been around as much because I have been slightly busy with the work and a lot of other news as well. So yeah, it has been a little bit hectic from my side, but that's okay. Here we are. Thank you very much for following. So we are going to start taking this into account, right? So I am going to swap the equipment over here, which is now very easy to do. Thank Debs for that. And we are going to kick off on the ranked matches. With luck, we got something immediately over here. Yeah. Since we are fairly close, if not, I'll stop the video and I'm going to launch it when it is ready to go. And literally 1 second after I said ready to go, we have the last participant. We have this map over here. For some reason, this map loves me. All the time it is around the area. We notice that we are slightly more on this side. I think the Depths did something on the location for assault carriers, which is interesting. But anyways, we are back on track to the position that we prefer. This time around we have a fighter. Let's see what they have on the other side. They do not have a carrier on their side, so an advantage on us. So we are going to start making the most of it, of course. They have a Belgorod on their side, so we don't have to worry about any type of SLBMs, so that's good on our side. So yes, overall it seems that we have the advantage. No carrier, no heavy submarine to target us down. So just based on that, we have a lot of things to do over here. So we are going just to start doing some heavy damage over here, right? Remember to launch your fighter as you go along. We are going to launch the bomber. Remember, when you are dealing with when you have a carrier from your side, you can afford to be more aggressive because you have more equipment. So yes, make sure to prioritize not the health of your planes, but rather to make sure that you do a lot of damage. So we are going to start taking care of this one over here, right? That is taken care of, and at the same time we have to start moving because of course we have a fan over here, which is that's okay. They are doing the right thing, of course, targeting me. That's what everyone needs to do, right? So I am going to position myself in here, and then I'm going to launch both my strike fighter and my bomber over here. So we're going to start doing some massive damage on this side. Yeah, so we're going to start opening the map. That's very unfortunate. We have someone over here that is rocking SLBMs, but that's okay. We have taken out one of their ships, so that is very good. Again, very unfortunate about our bomber, but that's okay, it happens. So time to start using our drone over here, doing the double launch over here, trying to find where people are. We have a contestant over here, so he's going to receive a couple of hits from us, right? A lot of hits from us. Yep. Something that you can do as well, if you think that you're going to die, you can switch very quickly and go to the next plane at hand over here. Okay, so that is the Belgorod. I think this is the one that is taking care of our bomber. So yeah, I mean, he's going to destroy us, but we are going to make the most of it and give it a little bit of a kiss. And we are going to continue our assault again. The priority over here is to do as much damage as possible because you have all the planes to do so. Yeah. So well, we have taken care of that because at the end of the day, what you prefer is just to take out ships as quickly as possible, not to make your plane survive. So well, so far we are doing so far so good, right? We have only one ship to deal with, and yeah, that will be the end of things. One thing that I recommend you to do, you notice that I have Palek. I don't recommend Palek. Try to use SLBMs. Sorry, not SLBMs, FAGs as the main autocannon because it's going to be more effective against submarines. We have done a substantial amount of damage to this battle cruiser, so that's pretty much going to be it. Still, we need to make sure that this happens because, again, sometimes allies can really mess up. So we are going just to make sure to destroy this guy. He has, again, very strong air defenses because why not, right? And yeah, just a little bit more. Okay, that's it. Now we are just going to put our carrier just to go forward, and we are going to leave over here or one of our helicopters used to start handling the Belgorod over here. Yeah, if I see that the Belgorod starts to come out, then I will switch to my planes. But pretty much that is going to be GG. Yeah, that is pretty much match number one. I don't think we're going to reach platinum, sorry, diamond to 1 on this one, but that's okay. Okay, we're going to continue dealing damage to this Belgorod. We also have our ally that is taking care of him as well from that side. So we continue doing damage, and that is pretty much match number one over here, victory. Let's see how we did over here. Almost 2 million damage, quite a boost. Almost managed to reach diamond 1. No complaints over here. First on the match, you see Palek did some damage. Someone was trying to use torpedoes in our side, so Palek did some good damage over here. 3 kills. I cannot complain. Fairly good match. But again, as I mentioned, something to take into account. Please make sure to not use. I mean, Palek is good, but of course we have better options than Palek. AFGS. This is the best option, again, especially to counter submarines completely, so you don't have to worry about submarines at all. So that has been changed. We are all good to go. We're going to launch the second match over here, right? And let's wait and see if this time around we manage to get people more quickly. If not, I will cut the video. I don't have to cut anything here. We are already on match number 2, 10 out of 10. Strategy over here again is to go to the right side. I am going to hit the speed up so that way my assault carrier is going to go faster to cover. Assess the map. We see that there is a battleship and we also have a Gerald Ford. So I'm going to point over here and tell people CV attack. Yep, so that way they know, right? My plans, we try to please target that Gerald Ford, but I don't think my team got the agenda, so I'll do it myself. And why am I targeting the Gerald Ford, you may ask? Again, this is ranked. I noticed this level 43, so most likely he's not going to be the most experienced player out there. So I'm going to try to make sure that he's going to be on the lookout all the time. But at the same time, of course, you can manage to give priorities because you notice that my team didn't prioritize to ambush that carrier. So instead of that, we're going to start heading to the right side for cover. Yeah. And let's see what we're going to do over here again. Start moving this side. Yeah, slowly I'm going to leave my carrier on progress. I'm going to launch my bomber, and now we have a Richelieu, so that's going to be one of our main targets, right? Richelieu. Yeah, we're going to start doing some damage to that lovely Richelieu. My allies are now on point. Yes, they realize, yes, Ritual is there, so we're going to do some serious damage over there. Okay, that was 2 volleys of attack, so that's very good. We are out of flares, so if I manage to launch a 3rd volley, more than happy about that. Great. Now we are going to start launching our 2nd assault over here. Let's stop the carrier over here so I'm able to launch. Oh my strike fighter, that is unfortunate. I am just a little bit rusty, but that's okay. We can still do a lot of damage over here, even if we have one plane. SU-39 still has a very good capability for that. That has went down. I'm going to launch my bomber a 2nd time. Again, because the priority over here is to do as much damage as possible. It's not to try to save our planes. There are different thoughts, train of thoughts. Some people say protect your bomber. I am more in the idea to just to make sure to do more damage. So there we go. There goes the bomber. Let's start throwing the drone over here. Up we go to the air. Yeah, let's start throwing our guided missiles to this direction. Battle cruiser is over there, so I'm going to hit it. Yep. And let's see how we do over here, right? Have another assault over here. Let's see if we can manage to launch a 3rd assault. Yeah, he is hiding. So we're going to start hitting this this one. Oh, apparently for some reason my game went offline. That is very unfortunate. I wonder what happened over there. Yeah, maybe. No, my internet, everything's good. My internet is working. Yeah, something happened with the connection. That is very, very unfortunate. But well, what can we say over here? I can decide to continue fighting or stop over here. Again, you have it on video. And it's not like I use this setting all the time. So this should never happen. So maybe something going on with the game. But well, we are going to continue again on this assault. The only problem with we're dealing with AI is that yes, it's going to take ages because they don't kill each other as efficiently as they should. But well, no complaints over here. Well, complaints absolutely, because we were doing pretty good in this game, but well, it turned out to be an AI battle right now. Well, at least now it's doing a good job to take out the other planes. Let me check again just in case. Yes, everything should be good. That was very, very weird. It never happens to me to lose internet connection with the settings that I have. Never ever. This is the first time that this happened. But oh well, no full complaints over here. Yeah, again we have the Gerald Ford, so we are just going to do as much damage as possible over here. And that's going to be GG, even though of course not so happy about that, but oh well. Win is win, I guess. So let's just start hitting this. Yeah. At this point, of course, I don't care. I'm not being so careful because I know it is AI. So, yeah, again, very, very unfortunate. But what can we do, right? What can we do? Well, so that's going to be the end of the 2nd match, even though it was against the AI. Maybe something weird happened. Maybe yeah, someone did something. I don't know. Because I'm very curious. This is absolutely not normal. But oh well, down goes the carrier. Again, very unfortunate that we had this situation going on over here for some reason. But oh well, did we take it from there? Let's see. Did they reduce my points? No, they didn't. So maybe that was literally the game glitching out, because sometimes if you disconnect, even if for example you manage to avoid getting a loss by disconnecting, it will still be reflected on your ranked. You will still lose points. So I didn't lose points over there, so something happened with the game. Okay, so we are not going to count that, I guess, even though we were doing pretty well. But let's go with this match over here. I am not seeing an assault carrier, which is very interesting. I don't know what's going on. And I also noticed that they are putting my carrier on this side. So again, it seems that they changed the setting. We have to be careful about of course, the suicidal one, right? That's going to be our priority. It seems that we have a carrier. Let's see what they have. No, I mean, I think this was something else. I will just have to check. I don't think they have a carrier. But we're going to launch over here, right? They have an SLBM on their side. And by carrier, I mean maybe they don't have a carrier. Maybe it's just a small ship that is pretending to be a carrier, which is not. Please, guys, don't do that because you put your team on a disadvantage by not using a real carrier. Don't do that. Yep. So, of course, HMS Hood is being annoying, right? We are just going to spam over here. As I mentioned, right, we're going to have some people over here that are going to be, yeah, we have to start taking out the carrier, right? So we are aware of that. The good thing is that the submarine is going to waste a lot of his missiles trying to take me out. So what we can do is not to die, of course. So we're going to play a little bit of a game over here, right? With this submarine, which is going to be, of course, try to avoid these anti-ballistic missiles. That is why lately I have not been playing a carrier, if I'm completely honest, because yeah, it doesn't matter how good air defenses you have, it's not as mobile. Sorry, assault carrier. An for assault carrier is way more difficult for you to avoid SLBMs. That's just the truth. And yeah, it puts you in a heavy disadvantage. But no complaints, right? I always say blame the game, not the player, because the player, of course, that's a feature that is available for everyone. But the positive side, again, even if what's happening right now, as you can see, even if the submarine per se was the main objective, you were the main objective of that submarine, you staying alive as much as possible protects your allies, and that also is going to lead to a win. So even if we died over here, we still have a very good chance. Of course, we have this ship that is pretending to be a carrier without being a carrier, level 44 over here. And so let's see, did he die? No, he didn't. That is very unfortunate. Ah, no, it is a carrier. It's a Rock CCB. Yeah. So well, that happened. Yeah, very tricky because we have this other fella over here doing God knows what. But well, that is good because they have taken care of now the carrier. So now it's all a matter of taking out that submarine. I'm still worried about this one though, because even though it's one versus one, it's still level 44. Nothing against being a level 44, but sometimes they can make very, very, very bad mistakes. But for the time being, again, this submarine focuses so much on the SLBMs that he doesn't have equipment to protect against a ship that is close. So that is GG, even though I died. Win is win. So victory over here. We're going to reach diamond number 1 with this one. Yeah, not the most glamorous reach over here, but again, no complaints over here, right? That was match number 2. Let's try hitting match number 3. Yeah. The good thing, well, there are positives when you rank up in diamond. Of course, things are more competitive. Everyone's more competitive. That's true. But at the same time, you are going to have allies that know what they are doing. They are not low level. Nothing bad to have players that are low level, but just to know that you have allies that you can trust and they are not going to do the most basic mistakes it saves a lot, guys. It simply saves a lot. So I'm going to take this time to tell you, just remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you like this type of matches. We are at, let me see, 20 minutes. So maybe I'm going to launch 1 or 2 more matches over here, and we're going to take it from there. So we are on 8 players, and it seems it's going to take some time. So I will be right back. Okay, match number 3, Arctic. Let's see how we are dealing with over here. So we have again submarine. They have a submarine as well. We have to check if it's an SLBM, right? It is not an SLBM, so I can afford to move forward. What about the carrier Storm? So I think we're going to have a good time. Storm is, I'm nothing against Storm, but it's not the best carrier air defenses wise. So if I target that Storm, we have a very good chance. I'm also going to take the opportunity to take out this bomber over here, which was fantastic. And we are going to start our assault now with the carrier. My main objective, the Storm, again, nothing against the Storm player over here, right? But of course, if I'm allowed to, yeah, I'm not saying it's going to be difficult, because between me and launching that Storm, also you have to understand that there's going to be a lot of air defenses that I have to cross. But yes, it seems that we have reached our target with 2 planes. If I manage to land another set or assault over here, I want to be more than happy with my damage so far. Plus you have to remember as well that you have the submarine as well on our side that uses SLBMs. So if you give a vision to our submarine, that is also fantastic. Lovely, so we are going to launch our bomber over here. Again, just to make sure that we are doing a good job. We have over here again it seems that the submarine now is targeting the battle. Sorry, it's targeting pretty much the battleship. We have to be careful though. I noticed that we are receiving some damage, so we are going to reverse a little bit, be aware of what is going on, right? It seems we were targeted from this side, so now we are aware of that. We just reverse and protect ourselves, right? We are going to take out this, yes, battleship, so that is fantastic. Our submarine, again, he should have taken care of the carrier already, but it didn't happen, which is very unfortunate, but that's okay. We are going to start dealing with Shilon over here. And again, even though I could have killed this carrier very quickly, at the end of the day, he's not going to be the major threat over here. Let's launch our bomber. Now the trick of the game here is to try to do as much damage as possible, because I may die soon. Storm is out, so I think we are now doing very well. We are going to again do our assault with the lovely bomber, one of the best bombers in the game, if I may say so myself. Pan Special Jackknife, because it allows you to pretty much attack from afar, attack from close. Missiles are very good to penetrate defenses, very reliable on damage, so if there's one bomber that you can get the Jackknife. Okay, we're going to do one final assault on missiles before our bomber goes down. And well, he's going to be, this one's going to be dead already, so yeah, that was it. Let's secure the kill, because for some reason they're not taking care of him, right? So let's just get on with this. That is game, pretty much. Now the objective is to, of course, try to attempt to take out that submarine, and the good thing here is because I have equipment against submarines, I can afford just to go forward, yeah, and then just launch my grenade launcher, my helicopters, and I have all the autocannons to deal with that submarine. So that was game number 3, not too shabby. as you can see, yes, I did lose some points based on that match that I lost the internet, but well, we managed to come back from that, right? So, second on this match over here, right? And that was a good game over here. This time around, of course, we have reached the diamond. So I am going to consider using, of course, one of these rank protection, just because again, diamond is good, but just to give myself a little bit of oxygen and peace of mind as I am doing these games live. I'm more prompt. I'm not saying I make a lot of mistakes, but commenting and playing on ranked is not easy. Yeah, it's not something that how can I put it? Was when you are quiet, you focus more on the game. But here I have to. My brain has to focus between the gameplay and thinking what I'm saying. But anyways, we have given ourselves the protection needed. We are going to speed up over here, launch our fighter. See what we have over here. We have a legendary over there, an enterprise that has been a hero. So this is going to be a toughie of a match. Just because these players have something that's called not completely unfair advantage, but obviously they have very strong air defenses. So that's pretty much it. It's just busted. So yeah. Again, blame the game, not the player. Yes, blame the game, not the player. Obviously, if you want to win, you have to use all the everything at your advantage, to win. But that's okay. We have again our submarine. He's doing pretty substantial damage over here. Let's see if we can manage to launch random missiles over here. Time to launch our bomber over here. Let's see how my allies are doing. They're on the left side, so they are going to start targeting this wonderful ship over here, right? Legendary player, so we are going to start giving it a little bit of a hype. Ideally, I want to try to take out that frigate, because at the end of the day, he is more susceptible, let's put it this way, to damage. Let's launch our drone over here, right? Up we go. Let's see how we do over here. He is hiding, so we are just going to do damage onto this one. He is the one that is more susceptible to die, let's put it this way. So we are going to hit it over here. Good. We are going to stay on this position over here, launch our strike fighter with... Sorry, yes, I was checking if I had my fighter available, but I did not. They are doing the right thing over here to stay just hidden, because of course they know that staying alive is the name of the game. This case we have to check what is our allies, what are they doing, because we want to make sure to help them, let's put it this way, to take out ships. Okay, so yeah, this one over here, that is going to put us in an advantage. At the same time, it's not the best because we also lost the one frigate. So right now again we are on equal ground. We have to choose our next target, the one that thinks is a Rambo. That submarine is a little bit of annoyance, but at the same time it's good that we are nearby, because we are able to provide some cover against torpedoes as well, with our SLBS autocannons. So the submarine is not like he can just come here and do whatever hell he wants. Let's continue. We lost one frigate. That's very bad news for us. Okay, so let's see how we are doing. We have one destroyer over here. We are going to target this one over here. Do as much damage as possible. Okay, I think they're trying to push me. I'm not sure. Yes, they are. We are going to prepare for that inconvenience as soon as he pops in. Of course, I'm going to start preparing myself for that eventuality. So, first of all, where are my allies? That's the first question, obviously. We're going to start targeting again this Arkansas. Yep, take a step back, recover. Maybe it's the, I think it's not anyone from here. It is actually the ACB that is doing this. Alright, so yeah, we lost one ship and he didn't manage to kill him. Again, very unfortunate, but oh well. I think I did manage to get the protection on time, right? But oh well, let's see what we can do. Let's not completely give up on this. So of course here we have the legendary player, and where is the submarine? Is on the other side, so I think this is going to be GG, but not without a fight. So yeah, that is pretty much going to be it, right? But again, we managed to attain our... We managed to... we managed to kill him, but well, let's see how everything happened over here. So again, frigate 391, so we had two ships that died without killing anyone. And of course we had the hero player and the SCV. The trick over here was, of course, legendary players are going to play smart, hide behind a rock, use air defenses, and that is pretty much going to enable them to do a lot of things. So I think what I'm going to do is, well, maybe I should wait for my ally to die, level 56. That's a fairly good level, right? So we are just going to just wait for this sweet prince to sleep with the fishes. Yeah, there he goes, defeat. But we managed to get a ranking protection, so that is all good. So no damage done. First on the team, 2 million damage. Yeah. Let's go into the last match for today. Remember, guys, you have to remember to play when you are well rested. So in normal circumstances, I will try to avoid this map because it is fairly open. And when it's open, you are pretty much giving the map almost like a toss of a coin. Yeah, it's not depending on skill, it's more depending on positioning, your allies. Yeah, a lot of things can happen. Obviously, as a carrier, the thing is that you can choose to leave or you can just choose to open the map. I think that opening the map, sorry, not opening the map, I think that going to cover is the most important thing. But again, you have to adjust sometimes. It all depends on who are your allies. Do you have battleships? Are most of the ships slow? So all those things. And that's why recently I like more carriers because of the speed. Maps like this make it difficult for an assault carrier because it's hard for you to move. And yeah, take it from there. Anyways, enough chit chat over here. We are going to launch our drone and we are going to launch our... We're going to turn before anything else, right? We're going to turn. Just turn around, turn around, turn around. This is when you will wish that our allies will just for 1 second decide to start using their how's it called? Their helicopters. They sometimes they rely too much on the carrier to open the map, right? You're seeing that say spot. Well, that's what I'm going to do, right? But I mean, they could simply use sometimes, yeah, the helicopters as well. But oh well. Now the map is open. We didn't get a lot of losses. I'm also seeing that I'm being targeted over here. So that is quite a disappointment. Again, as I mentioned about this map, in this particular case, the enemy carrier decided to open the map. So that is going to be a loss over here. Yeah, there's no match, and of course, well, unless I manage to somehow live here, yeah, that's going to be pretty much game. We are taking damage from SLBMs, right? So we're going to speed up, launch our bomber over here, and well, I think that's going to be game. So I think we're going to lose this one. Nothing to be done about that. Yeah, there you go. And that is why, guys, lately I like more to have carriers against assault carriers. For this precise reason, I have it on video. You see, I'm not hiding anything because you are pretty much at the mercy of maps like this, right? So, well, I guess that you enjoyed this set of matches over here. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you like this type of videos, including losses as well, or if you also like just to focus on the wins and all these things. So for the time being, we are just going to close this match. Of course, we know that we are not going to win, so we are just going to return to port. And aside of that, well, thank you very much everyone for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. This is Foxhound signing off. Have a good day, everyone.